on HSN, or on hsn.com or on air, expires at midnight, but we are featuring our top brands with some special promotions that Leslie will kind of unveil all the details along with that today's special at midnight. Speaking of today's specials, this offer is done when you see Curtis Stone with Leslie at midnight. So it's basically a half off sale from retail. At retail, remember, HP is the #1 brand when it comes to laptops. You're looking at well over $1,000 in either choice, whether you do it with Office or without Office. Lightweight, performance, power packed. Remember, you're getting the #1 screen size, you're getting a touch screen, you're getting a backlit keyboard, you're getting a safer environment with that solid state drive. Again, doesn't overheat, runs longer, runs quieter, better graphics performance thanks to that AMD. Make sure you get your Viper though, it will pay for itself over and over again, but at least reserve your brand new computer. So Aaron, in the final minutes, we're playing the videotape, maybe we'll play it twice again, just to kind of, you know, do the text and specs and the due diligence in case people are just tuning in.
I think that's a great idea. So if you're just joining us, what we're talking about is a Windows 10 computer. We have not had today's special on a Windows 10 computer since January. We won't do another Windows 10 in a 15-inch size till at least July or August. So if you're thinking about Mom's Day, Dad's Day, graduation, this is the one to buy. It is a 15.6-inch touch screen computer. That's absolutely key. The fact that you can surf the web and all of that just using your finger now. Your choice with or without Microsoft Office. HP TrueVision webcam built in, audio built in. Oh, I'm going to show you the backlit keyboard live in just a minute. I don't want to forget to do that because it's really cool. 2 full-size USB-A ports. Fast charge, charges half full in only 45 minutes. Has a 7.5-hour battery life, weighs 3 pounds, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gig solid state drive, so it's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. You want to see something really cool, Shannon?
Huh, what do you do? What?
You want to see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the backlit keyboard. And actually, for some reason, usually I really have a hard time getting an angle to show you guys, but for some reason today, like, the backlit keyboard gods have been with me. So you press, and also, honest to goodness truth, I think this one's a little bit brighter, and it has 2 levels. So when you press F5, watch my keyboard, ready? I gave it this big build up. It better look great. Ready? Okay, here we go. There, yeah, you can see it. So you guys, isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Here's what that means. So that's fully backlit. Press it one more time, that's half backlit, and press it one more time and it's off. Here's what that means. It means when you get home from a long day, under the studio lights or under the work lights or whatever, if you're like me, the first thing I do when I walk in the door, if the overhead lights are on, the first thing I do, ask my spouse, drives me crazy, is I turn the overhead lights off. I turn on a lamp. I try to have just a little mood lighting in the house, pour myself a drink, usually get in my comfy chair with my computer. And the last thing I want to have to do is turn on the lights again in order to see what I'm typing. It is so nice. It's one of those little things. I'm not kidding you. You'll never buy a computer again that doesn't have a backlit keyboard after you experience. Like you can't live without it. Press F5 under every circumstance. Now that's you know, my little moment, but also obviously for things like when you're on an airplane, when you're in a library, when you're in bed at night and you don't want to turn on light. There's just a ton of occasions where it makes a really big difference to be able to see your keyboard and not have to do. We've all done this at night, right? You know who you are. You know, I certainly have done it as well. Having the backlit keyboard's a really awesome function.
Well, it's a game changer for sure. And it's probably, like Aaron, like you said, it's probably the #1 request or question that we get from people. Yeah. However, if you're buying HP elsewhere, don't expect to get that unless you are spending that $1,000 price. And Aaron, we've talked a lot about this because you work hand in hand with our buying team, and that really is true. It might seem like a little thing, but it's not. That's an added value expense. And normally computers, let alone the #1 brand in America, to get that backlit keyboard functionality alone, you're spending over $1,000. Well, our retail value, this is a half off sale for the next 9 minutes. Half off sale with 5 flexible payments. You can use your debit card, you can use your Apple Pay, you can use PayPal, you can use any major credit card. You could apply and buy on our HSN card, in which case you could save 2 different ways. So you could apply and buy and get $40 off. That's our April customer appreciation incentive for that first purchase upon approval. Or you could do our 12-month VIP financing. So if you already have an HSN card, that means that you can create those 12 interest-free payments. So if you do the 12-month VIP, it's about $48, give or take. If you do the one with Office, about $44 and change. If you do the version without Office, it's free shipping. Look I'm getting ready to check out. My little shopping bag is full because our free shipping promotion, TikTok, ends at 12 midnight. So you still get the comfort of that 30-day return policy though. And I really want to stress that because HSN is the only place where you can get this HP. HP is the #1 laptop brand in America. They don't do this computer for anyone else. They don't, to my knowledge, we are the only major retailer, outside of our sister family network. And when you talk about shopping online, like QVC, yes, 30-day return policy. But it gives you that comfort factor. And you get more bang for your buck. You really do. So choose it in the silver or the gold, and choose it with or without Office. But definitely grab it. You should try it. You've got 30 days to return it. Aaron, I know there are about only 7 minutes remaining. Okay. Should we talk processor? Should we talk, or where would you like to go in those final minutes?
You know what I think would be a good idea? We have a what we call a still that we're going to put up on your television right now, and it kind of walks around the whole computer. So I'd love to kind of give you another overview, and I'll talk through some of the things specifically, but another great overview for anyone who might be joining us. I'm going to start on the left side and go all around that computer and then go around the one on the right side. This is Windows 10. So, of course, Windows is the #1 operating system anywhere. This is the Windows 10 Home Edition. It allows you to download anything you want, to surf anywhere you want. The one thing, of course, we do encourage antivirus. We have a this day only on Viper antivirus, as we've been talking about, Viper Advanced Security. HP True Vision high-definition camera built in. Talk to friends and family, Zoom, Skype. It's actually a wide-angle camera. And when you use that in conjunction with the processor that runs this, the AMD processor, which is a processor built for media, you just get a really great, smooth experience. Touchscreen, touchscreen, touchscreen makes everything so much more fun. You don't have to search for your reading glasses when you're trying to see small print. You can look at great detail on fashion or on jewelry or on anything for which you might be shopping. Touchscreen makes it so much more fun. Audio built in, so speakers are built in. So is Bluetooth if you want to use earbuds. So is a port if you want to plug in earbuds. You're good to go on all those levels. The full-size backlit keyboard with a numeric keypad on the side. I should be showing that off just a few minutes ago. 2 USB-A ports. Those are the full-size USB-A ports. So if you want to plug in a USB mouse or you have a USB thumb drive or something like that, you're good to go. HP Fast Charge, moving over to the figure on the right now. HP Fast Charge is one of my favorite things. It's another one of those things that kind of once you get used to it, you're like, how did I live without it? It only takes 45 minutes to charge your computer half full. So that's about a 3.5-hour charge in 45 minutes. So if you have 10 minutes, you probably get about an hour charge. I mean, you really get a lot of charge really quickly on the computer. AMD Athlon Gold, the latest Athlon processor built in your computer for extraordinary media, extraordinary gaming, extraordinary experience online. 8 gigabytes of RAM. With one exception, I have sold one Today Special that had 12 gigs of RAM. It was, of course, a lot more expensive. 8 gigs is the most I've ever done. I would estimate, and this is just a guesstimate on my part, probably 80% of the computers we sell have half this much RAM. RAM is important for multitasking, and it's important for your speed online. So if you ever feel like your computer is slow when you do multiple things or slow when you're surfing the web, that RAM makes all the difference in the world. I will tell you, I have 8 gigs of RAM on my personal computer. It's what I think people should have on their personal computers if they can. I think it's ideal. Weighs 3.7 pounds. Great big solid state drive, as we talked about earlier, 256 gigs. If you want to expand that, the easiest thing, I think most people won't need to expand it. We store a lot on the cloud now. We store a lot not locally, but if you want to expand it, popping in an SD card is the easiest thing, and there's a SD card slot there as well. HDMI port, if you want to, for example, hook this up to that beautiful 27-inch monitor that we were showing you earlier, or if you want to plug this into a television, that'll send high-definition video and audio with one cable. There's a super speed USB-C port, which you're finding on the latest, most modern computers, and so many devices, so many phones especially now, are charging using USB-C ports and transferring information using USB-C ports. I mentioned the headphone and microphone combo. You know what? A couple of questions. Earlier today, we did a Facebook Live session where you guys got to ask your question, and probably the number one, let me think, probably the number one question was actually, how do I transfer files from my old computer to my new computer? And I'll tell you real quickly, on hsn.com, there's something called PC Mover. And even though this computer doesn't have an Ethernet port, usually you use a cable when you use PC Mover, but you can do it just using your Wi-Fi at home. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you'll load the software and it'll transfer all your old files and your old programs from your old computer to your new computer. Again, it's on hsn.com. It's called PC Mover. And the reason I'm mentioning it is I think a lot of people are like, I want a new computer, but I don't know how to get the stuff from my old computer to my new computer. That was probably the question we got the most. A lot of people asked, is there Bluetooth? Yes, there's Bluetooth built in. People asked about downloading software outside of the Microsoft, of the Windows Store. Yes, you can download just about any software that you can think of. A lot of people ask about backlit keys. Backlit keys are here. People are asking about a webcam. Webcam is built in as well.
How did you know? I was actually looking for that item number on my flow sheets earlier for PC Mover.
For PC Mover?
I swear.
Yeah, we could, maybe Rock can show it.
Yeah, it's actually 653-231, Rock. 653-231. So that's that PC Mover that Aaron was referencing.
Everybody asks.
See, everybody does ask. You're absolutely right. So here's the thing. We are in the final couple moments of not only free shipping on everything on air and online. Grab yours now. We've got that 30-day return policy and pricing that we will not see again for some time, probably not until the Christmas season. This is our back to school, kind of like a preemptive Black Friday, if you want to look at it that way, on a really a laptop that checks all the boxes. Because whether it's the touchscreen that we don't normally offer in this price range, that solid state drive, my favorite brand of processor, the backlit keyboard. I mean, the list goes on and on. At least reserve yours and make sure that you secure it at a half off sale. Oh, perfect, thank you, Steve. There it is actually, so you can kind of take a little gander. Remember, you can use your Wi-Fi connection to do that transfer as opposed to an Ethernet port or, whatever you got. But there are a few of those. And remember, this offer, just like our free shipping promotion, does expire at midnight. So, Aaron, any final thoughts in the, 60 seconds or so that we have remaining?
Congratulations. And I'll just remind you, we won't be doing another 15-inch with Windows, another computer similar to this as a Today Special, until July, August at the earliest. So for dads and grads and moms, it's a great time to pick it up. Thanks for spending so much time with us today and for helping us have such a fun and successful Computer Today Special. It sure was fun to have Windows back, our leader at the head of the day.
For sure. And you know what? We can kind of have you, in our living rooms with our computer buying guide that's on hsn.com as well. Aaron, get some rest. I love you and I miss your face. Thank you,
Shannon.
Aaron.
Great to see you.
All right, good to have you here. Hey, by the way, this is that computer buying guide that I was referencing. Well, I must be sweet, because I'll tell you what, these no-see-ums are following me wherever I go tonight. Our computer buying guide at hsn.com. I don't know if I'm sweet or if it's just the savory smells that are coming from our HSN kitchen. Of course, we're launching a brand new Today's Special with our #1 brand, Leslie, along with